Well, hello, this is Rochelle, and welcome to my channel. For today's video, guess what? I'm doing wood grain. So if you're tired of wood grain already, then I encourage you to skip along or to play it faster. But I really loved doing this, and this is the first attempt at these roses on my own without Henri by my side. And I thought that they came out pretty nice. So just laying down the different colors of brown and long strokes, soft hand, and then that is that. And then to make the actual sizes of these, I don't know what you call them, wooden planks, you lay it down with a Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen and then just kind of smear it with your finger just to smooth it out so that it isn't such a crisp, hard edge. And then I mixed some of the paints or got my hues that I wanted for these flowers, these roses, and I laid those down in the same technique as what Henri taught me, which is to take your darkest color, lay down a circle, take your white and lighter color and make a spiral inside the circle, and then lay down 4 or 5 C shapes on the outside of this spiral and circle to make it look like a rose. It really is that easy, and if I can do it, like I said, then so can you. And then for the leaves, also just mix some greens and just create some dot detail to fill it in. So really just making a background. The purpose of today's wood grain and roses is to start this study by Sarah Kuntz, which is the RescYOUed study. I'll insert that hashtag here. And it is available on livingbydesign.org. You would have had to pre-register for this study, but yeah, so you'll have to go check out the website. It is a free registration to follow along in the 30 days of the RescYOUed study. Search hashtag RescYOUed study and you'll see all the beautiful lettering and things that girls have been doing while they were working through this study. I enjoyed the opening. I actually took the opening and did that as my day one, although I did look at Noah as they referred to in the study. There's a key phrase that she puts in this study, and it says, God looks down with favor upon people who look up with faith. And so the verse to introduce Father God as Jehovah, as holy and righteous. The verse that they have is Psalm 86, and it's verse 15, and it says, But you, O Lord, are a compassionate and gracious God, slow to anger and abounding in faithful love and truth. And so whenever God makes special revelation of himself, he uses the name Jehovah, and it has these 2 attributes of Jehovah God, which are righteousness and holiness. And day 1 has us looking at Noah, where God rescues Noah in Genesis 6, verse 5 to 14. And again, it just speaks all about how God, in his righteousness and in his holiness, he is sovereign, yet he is merciful. How fantastic is it that he has a plan to rescue you? And it started early on with Noah, for instance. God saw that he was righteous and that he was living a holy life, and God saw fit to rescue him and his family by having him build this ark, which he was spared the destruction that was brought about by the rain and the flood that destroyed the earth. And so I want to encourage you to go and read this chapter in Genesis 6, see how God rescued Noah, journal your own thoughts on that. That's what I'm doing here while I'm waiting for the roses to dry. I'm just journaling my takeaway from this study for day one, and hashtagging it and dating it while I'm waiting for these things to dry. It doesn't have to be lengthy processes like this, and I definitely won't be able to do a lengthy process like this every day. It's just something that I wanted to do. I had some time and wanted to make the first day something special. Taking some gold ink by Winsor & Newton, and I'm just adding some, it looks like, I don't know, it's just the most beautiful effect on this wood grain, and unfortunately the camera doesn't quite get that, but that's okay. So I'm kind of hand lettering out in a script font the word Jehovah, and then I saw with the brown it didn't look as, or it didn't pop as much as I wanted it to, and so I just added or went over it with my white big brush pen by Faber-Castell, and this is in a bullet nib, so it's very easy to write with. And then I just took my S-nib Faber-Castell pen in an S-nib, that's what I said, to write down, God looks down with favor upon people who look up with faith. Like I said, that sentiment really struck me, and I could spend some time thinking about that. Then I'm taking this, I think it's like a sienna color, or in an S-nib as well, and just kind of outlining that word Jehovah even more so that it's highlighted and pops off the page a bit more. Highlighted my verse with green bit artist pen, scribbling it and picking it up with watercolor pen, brush, and then that is that. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.